2 of Meals of the Week, focused on healthy eating and getting back into good habits. And in the middle of all this, we have, I don't know if we, maybe me, have decided to start doing a little bit of a kitchen reno. So the house is an absolute mess. And this would be the exact kind of thing that would cause us to go back into bad habits. So meal planning today is very important. I've already got chili started for tonight, and that will be a lot of lunches this week too. So we've got chili. So now I just got to figure out the rest of this week's meals, so we can stay on track and make sure that we stay in our healthy habits of 21 days of trying. Now, I'm going to admit we both had a small can of ginger ale yesterday. We were out and about, and that's what we got. So we're not perfect, but we're trying. So we didn't buy a whole 2 liters, so it was in the house or anything. We just had the 1 can each. And I'm good. That'll do me for a while. So we have to figure out what we are having this week. I did a quick look in the freezer, so I know what we have. And I think Monday, we're having chili tonight, so I really got to think of what we're going to have this week. Okay, so Wednesday, I know I want to do a beef stir fry, so I need to take the beef out. Actually, I'm going to put that up here on Tuesday. Take beef out. And I want to marinate it the morning of. So I'm going to do teriyaki. So now we just got to come up with the other days. Okay, so I know, like I said, Wednesday we'll have that beef stir fry. Tuesday we're going to have chicken quesadillas. Saturday we will have a pork roast. Next Sunday we're going to have a cheese tortellini. So I just need to come up with something for Monday and Thursday. And I'm kind of drawing a blank on what to make. I'm trying to think what we haven't had in a while. If we're going to have chicken Tuesday, I don't want to have chicken tomorrow. We're having chili tonight, so we really don't want anything with beef. Okay, so what we're going to do tomorrow is we are going to have some steak, and I'm going to make extra and use the extra for the stir fry later in the week. So that way I only have to worry about it once. And I think Thursday we're going to do ham steak. And probably, we might turn that into breakfast for supper. I'm not sure yet. But I know we'll be having ham steak. So there we are. There's this week's menu. And I don't put like the side dishes and all that because there's no room for them for one. And I pretty much know it's pretty much the same. It's usually a vegetable or rice or something. So this is harder than I thought because trying to do low carb and everything that I make, usually everything we grew up on, everything we like, is carbs. So we're just trying to stick to if we have carbs for supper, try not to have any during breakfast and lunch. So that's what I'm trying to do. So that's this week's menu for week 2. So I told him the second week would be the hardest. It's close to supper time, and I've just got the chili on warm setting in the crock pot. So I'm going to make some blue cornbread to go with chili tonight. David and I have been super good all day, so I'm looking forward to some carbs. Okay, so I have my cast iron skillet in the oven at 400 degrees. I want it to be super, super hot. And that reminds me, I need to take 2 tablespoons of butter out of here. 1. That is for when the skillet comes out. 2. Alright. So, in one bowl, I am going to put the butter. Okay. A cup of, so that is a 1/4 cup of butter melted. A cup of milk. And the eggs. 2 large eggs. 1. And 2. I'm just gonna whisk it up. Oh, I gotta put the sugar in here too. So it calls for a 1/3 cup of sugar. I put a little less than that. So eggs are broke up. Now I'm going to put cornmeal right here. So I need 1 1/4 cup. So there's a cup. And that's not perfect, so we're gonna do 1, 2, 3. Not pretty. 4. So 1 1/4 cup of cornmeal. Bum, bum, bum. And 1 cup of flour, all-purpose flour. I'm gonna fill my flour container. Flour. And the baking powder. We need a tablespoon of baking powder. Of course, we need a tablespoon because I used my tablespoon. That's all right. 3 teaspoons is a tablespoon. So 1, 2, 3. And a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And that is it. Just gonna do a pinch. There we go. Give this another stir. It might be a little lumpy, and that's okay. You know what? The whisk was not a good idea. Let's see if I got a spoon over here. Nope. There. This is better. I'm going to add just a little bit more milk. It's awful thick. Wow, that is really thick. Did I use what I was supposed to? Yep. So now we're probably up to 1 1/4 cups of milk. So let's see. New recipe. Should have just used my old one and just substituted the blue cornmeal. I'd still like it a little bit thinner. Might not have been enough butter, but it should have been. I measured. All right, that's a little better. Okay, we are going to go get that hot skillet out of the oven. Put the 2 tablespoons of butter in there. Okay. In goes the batter, which I still think is too thick, but I'm going to go with it. This should have been thinner. I am not happy with this at all. Okay, I ended up adding total another 1/2 cup of milk. That is the consistency I want. I was not happy with that at all. If you hear the thumping sound, that's just Lily coming to get her supper. That is the consistency we want. So altogether, I used 1.5 cups of milk. I'm going to be fixing that on that recipe if I make it again. Okay. Luckily, the pan was still pretty darn hot. And I worked as quick as I could. Okay, back in the oven at 400 degrees. For 22 to 28 minutes. Okay, we'll see you back here when it's supper time. Okay, so the cornbread just came out of the oven. So about halfway through, around the 12-minute mark, I checked on it and I lowered the temperature to 375 because it was starting to cook. It was getting a little too overdone. So I tested it with my knife, it was perfect. Now this is why I don't add all the sugar in a recipe, because I take about a teaspoon of honey when it comes out. That's about a teaspoon, I'd say. And I just smear it around a little bit. And I like Johnny cake, cornmeal, whatever you call it. I just like it a little bit sweet on the top. And cornbread could be a little dry, so this helps add a little moisture. And that's it. Okay, we're gonna let this cool. We're gonna dish up our chili and have some supper. And I was just saying to Grace and my husband how this is why meal planning for me is so important, because I'm exhausted. As you notice, you'll be doing our kitchen today. It wasn't necessarily in the plans, but that's what we started doing. And I've been on my feet all day and they're killing me. But if I hadn't had that chili already going first thing this morning and meal planned for it, we would probably be eating a bowl of cereal, honestly, right now, because I am that exhausted. So this is why I meal plan. I don't do necessarily freezer meals. I really don't. I freeze some things, but I wouldn't say meals. It just never worked for us. So I've never done it, but I definitely need to keep up with my meal plan. So we are hungry. Let's dish up our chili. Second day into week 2 of our healthy reboot and making sure I make a meal every night. And today, more than ever, meal planning is very important to me. Very busy day. We are going to try and finish the shiplap on our walls today, so we can kind of get the kitchen a little bit back in order for the rest of the week, because it will be the weekend before we can get to the shelving on the wall. And Grace has a doctor's appointment and Aiden has cross country today. So it's just all kinds of busy. So if I don't have a meal plan, we would be making bad habits today. So it's morning. I got to get this going before I go to Grace's appointment. So we're having teriyaki steak marinade tonight. And it's also going to be supper in a couple of nights. I think it's Wednesday. I'm going to do beef stir fry, one of my favorites. So I've got to get these. So I'm just going to go ahead and marinate the steaks, everything. I took out a couple of them so we could have some for supper and some for later. And it makes a meal on Wednesday much easier. So these are gorgeous steaks. These are inside round steaks is what I'm using today. And these are from our quarter cow that we got back in June. Lots of juices here. All right, so definitely gonna have enough here for 2 meals. It's only my husband and I who eat steak, so all right, let me get this packaging thrown away and we'll get started on the recipe. So I make all my marinade right in the dish that the steak's gonna be sitting in all day. I hope this is a big enough dish. It should be. so I don't have to have a ton of dirty dishes, especially right now with the kitchen the way it is. I don't need even more mess. So in here I have, I think it was 5 cloves of garlic minced. That is to taste. We love garlic, so I don't mind. And I'm going to put in a teaspoon of ground ginger. You can also grate, I'm actually going to do 2 teaspoons, fresh ginger, which I have some, but it's in the freezer and I just don't feel like digging it out. So there is 2 teaspoons of ginger, a 1/4 cup of water. I'm going to do a 1/2 cup of soy sauce. This is a 1/4 measurement, so. So there's a 1/2 cup. And this is the brand we've been using, and I love this. We got this at Costco, and the fact that it's organic is even better. It is delicious. I really like it. Okay. A 1/4 cup of Worcestershire. Come on, just a little more. Okay, 1/4 cup of that. And what I like to do is, you can do 2 to 3 tablespoons of honey, but I like to do 2 tablespoons of brown sugar and a tablespoon of honey. But I'm going to do my oil first, so the honey comes off easier. So it's going to be 3 tablespoons. You can use sesame oil. I don't have sesame oil. It's not something I buy. So I'm just using my extra virgin olive oil here. 2 and 1 more. 3. There we go. And now I can do a tablespoon of honey. And it slides right out. Perfect. See? Little tip for you. Okay. Now I gotta mix this all up. Really, I would have liked to have done this last night, but I was spent. Yesterday was a crazy, crazy day, and I was pretty tired by the time I got supper done and cleaned up from supper. So it's happening this morning, but ideally I would have liked to have done it last night, so it could have marinated all night and all day. I'm really worried this is not a big enough dish. Let's see. Might be dirtying up a dish anyway. So this is the biggest piece. Oh yeah, I think that will fit. So I put it in once and then I flip it. I'm going to scoosh it over, and then I've got the smaller one here. So Dave and I will split half of one, and then the rest I will have for the stir fry later this week. Ooh, that just fits. Okay, I'm going to put the cover on it. And into the fridge it goes. And the protein part is ready for supper tonight. Well, it's not cooked, but at least the marinade's done. So, to go with the steaks tonight, I went out and I picked some beautiful yellow beans from the garden. So I'm going to steam them up because I found a steamer at the thrift store for $7, practically brand spanking new. So I was pretty excited about that. And I wanted something else to go with it tonight, no carbs, and something healthy, something tasty. I'm a little tired of salad right now, so I thought, well, I have a ton of cherry tomatoes. I've got 2 bell peppers that I haven't done anything with. I'm going to see if there's any kind of recipes for a salad. Well, I found one, and I'm going to kind of adapt it for myself here. So, I just realized I put the tomatoes in here. I should put the stuff in first. So, I've cut up about, maybe 10. The recipe called for 3 plum tomatoes. I didn't have any, but I got a ton of cherry tomatoes, so that's what I'm using. So, in this bowl, I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I don't know if we're going to get to cook the steaks on the barbecue because we are having a pretty gnarly thunderstorm and pouring rain, so we'll see. All right, so there's 2 tablespoons of olive oil. some lemon. Squeeze some of those seeds go in. Okay, it's a good size lemon. That's half of it, a little more than half left over from the other night. Okay. I don't have parsley, but I do have a lot of this cilantro still. So I'm just going to add a little bit of that. Minced 1 clove of mixed garlic. We're going to have a lot of garlic tonight. Okay, so I'm just going to mix that in there. Salt. A little bit of salt. We're going to stir that all up. It also called for hot sauce. Again, it's not something I have because we don't like it. I'm going to put another garlic in there. Let me just go get one. Okay, and so I got another garlic clove, and then this little wee baby one that was kind of stuck to this garlic, so I'm going to add that. It's hot sauce when you've got beautiful fresh garlic you grew. Stir that up. I'm going to add the tomatoes. Toss them. And then I'm going to slice up the bell peppers. Some beautiful orange tomatoes. The funny thing about these, I didn't plant these. These were volunteer cherry tomatoes. Okay, let me wash these up. These are beautiful. So pretty. Oops. Left their little head. Seen a recipe too for tomato pie I want to try. I'm hoping to get to that this weekend. All right, so I'm going to try a bite of it. Give me a tomato and a pepper. I can get one of each. Okay. That, friends, is very tasty. I think I'm going to add just a tad more cilantro. Salt's perfect. That's going to go great with the steak tonight. Wow. The rain stopped. We can do the steaks out on the barbecue. Tonight's chef for the protein. It smells amazing. Ooh, sizzle, sizzle. So I decided just to cook one of the steaks. I'm going to let that other one marinate even longer. Oh, look at those grill marks. Pretty. I'm going to let the other one marinate longer for the stir fry later this week. Oh, I cannot wait to eat that. That is a beautiful looking piece of steak. And here's our plates for tonight. I'm telling, this is one of my new favorite things, is tomato pepper salad. It's delicious. And there's my husband's. He's having some rice with his tonight. And meal planning is definitely saving me this week. Very, very busy week. Lots of appointments, it seems, are all this week. And like I said, we're in the middle of a reno. So this is a working kitchen, folks. You are going to see a mess everywhere. I'm going to be canning those carrots tomorrow. I have some turnip to process and freeze right there. And in the middle of all this, yeah, the house is a mess because of the reno. And we're going apple picking this weekend. So see you tomorrow. Tuesday supper. It is Tuesday, right? Yes, it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday and it already feels like Friday. It has been an insane week. And I'm not gonna apologize, but I'm just gonna warn you, this kitchen's a mess. It's a working kitchen and it's a kitchen that's undergoing a reno. So I've said it before this week, I'll say it again, meal plan has been my friend for everything going on. Thank goodness for meal planning. Okay, what is tonight? Chicken quesadillas. At least for David and I. The kids, I'm just cooking them up. 2 boneless chicken thighs that I've actually had for a while, and I want to get them used up before they go really bad. So David and I've just sprinkled with some taco seasoning just to give them a little flavor, and they're going to go into the oven, 350 degrees, and what's keeping me from going in? Hold on just a second. Okay, now we're ready. As I was saying, 350, and I just sprayed the kids with a little bit of oil just to keep them from drying out. And then I have a whole bunch of frozen bell peppers. Okay. Alexa, set timer for 20 minutes. Love that. Okay, and then when they come out, I'll have to let the chicken cool a little bit, but not too much. I'm actually going to use a great kitchen hack. I think I saw it on Jessica at Three Rivers, where she used her KitchenAid to shred the chicken or pork or whatever. I've been doing it. I love it. If you've never seen it, you're going to see it here. It is so cool. It is like the best hack ever. So, and yes, if you notice, I got the pressure canning out. I am pressure canning carrots amongst all this other mess because, you know, why not? Why not add more stuff to the madness? Okay, we'll see you back here in a little bit. So the chicken thighs, not good. They were full of cartilage and fat, and I can't eat it. I just can't. And if I can't, the kids can't. So luckily we had lots of chicken breasts frozen, but they're the ones you get from Costco that are in the individual bags, so they cook pretty quick, even frozen. So that's what I have in the bowl. I've got 2 chicken breasts. And this is what I love about using this, because these are boiling hot and I don't have to worry about burning myself. And we're just going to put it on low. Kind of pulse it for a second. And there it goes. And it's shredding it for me. I love this hack. Just got a few more pieces. So while that's doing that, over here on the cookie sheet, I've got some cheddar cheese and some bell peppers. Sorry, I'm doing another batch of carrots, so you probably hear the canner going. Okay, chicken's done. And while I get these going, Grace is going to set the table, right, Grace? You see? It shredded it. Isn't that awesome? Oh. No. Yes, actually. Okay. And then because, you know, we love it, I'm going to put some more cheese. Okay. And I put another one on top. Each. And I put another cookie sheet on top to help keep them flat. And into the oven they're going to go for about 5 minutes or so, just to the cheese melts. And there is chicken quesadillas. Mine, David's. My other half will be my lunch tomorrow. And those chicken thighs that I had. They won't go to waste. The chickens are actually going to eat them. Yes, chickens will eat chicken. So there we go. Tuesday down. Halfway through the week tomorrow. See you then. Well, folks, it is Wednesday. It has been a heck of a day, and tonight there's not a whole lot to show other than leftovers. We'll see you tomorrow night. Thursday, meals of the week. Oh, so last night you saw we just finished up that chili. It has been a busy couple of days between cross country for Aiden and canning up a bunch of stuff from the garden and doing a kitchen reno. I am pooped. So happy. I started this last week with the meal planning. So tonight, sorry if you hear that noise. I'm just waiting for my pressure canner to get up the pressure so the jiggler starts rocking. It's taking forever. I'm gonna do tonight. It's stir fry night. It was supposed to be last night, but we're doing it tonight, and I'm moving tonight's to Sunday. So I actually have Sunday and Monday already figured out for next week. Who's on the ball? All right. So this has been marinating for a couple of days now, which is fine, but I have to get Aiden from cross country again today. So what I'm going to do is get this cut into strips now, put it back into the marinade, and yeah, we'll have that part done for tonight. Look at that. Doesn't that look nice? So I just got to find a knife. This is not the one I usually use, but I think the one I use is dirty, so all right, I need to find which way to go here. I think this is going to be very tender tonight because it has been marinating for so long. Grace, could you do me a favor? Could you come turn on the other kitchen light, please? I didn't realize how dark it was in here. Thank you. That's much better. And all right, so there's one steak cut up into strips for stir fry tonight. So there's a bag of last year's bell peppers, a little icy. That's one of the reasons why I use my food saver now to freeze mine, which I should have just showed you in an earlier video. So I'm just going to put some in this bowl to get them thawed out. Put some different colored ones in there. A lot of red on top. There, grab some of those icy ones from the bottom. I still got quite a bit left. Use those up in the next little bit. There, so I'm just going to let those thaw out. So there's two parts to the stir fry all finished for when I get back from picking up the boy from cross country. So we're going to make the teriyaki sauce for the vegetables and everything so they have some flavor too. So in the saucepan I have a cup of water, a quarter cup rather of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons rather of brown sugar, a teaspoon of ginger, 2 teaspoons of garlic. I think that's everything. I'm trying to think. I think that's everything. So we're just going to get this to boil for a minute. And then in this, I have 2 tablespoons of cornstarch and a quarter cup of water. And we're going to put that in there to thicken. And then once that's done, I'm going to cook the steak first. And then I kind of let it rest. And then I get in the same frying pan. I might even get out my wok for this tonight, finally. I just do, yeah, so same pan for the steak, and then I let them rest, and then I'm going to throw in some pea pods that I just picked from the garden. Might even throw some green beans in, I'm not sure yet. Pea pods for sure, the bell peppers, and I guess that's it. Yeah, I don't have anything else tonight. So, okay, let's get this boiling. And yeah, sorry, that's going to be, I hope you can hear me, that's going to be loud. Sweet potatoes have to pressure can for 65 minutes. bring this to a boil. And that is the wrong burner, Lynn. There we go. Move that off the stove now. And I have to do this in stages because the pressure canner is taking up a burner. And I don't want to wait much longer. It's already 5:30. So, all right, let's bring this to a boil. We'll boil it for about a minute and then we'll add the cornstarch. This is what I'm trying with my stir fry tonight. It's the ramen. It's 1 cake per person. David does not like it. I'm hoping I'm going to. Okay, the sauce is boiling, as you can see. I'm just going to stir in the cornstarch until it gets thick. And then I'll just set this aside for now. Alright, we just need that to thicken up. Okay, so I'm pretty much at the consistency I want for that. So I'm just gonna, you can see that. Gonna set this aside and get the wok out. Okay. The meat's all done, and I wiped this out real quick with a paper towel just to kind of get rid of the foamy stuff. And we are going to, so I made sure the peppers are really, really wet where they were frozen, so I've been draining them. Look at all the liquid that came out. Okay. We're going to let these cook a little bit before we add the sauce. I'm going to pour in some of the sauce, not all of it. I might need this to flavor my ramen. So there's his, and there's hers. I guess we should do a quick taste test. Let me just try some of that ramen. I put a little bit of the sauce on my ramen because it's just brown rice ramen. It's really good. Ramen could have cooked a little longer, I think. Oops, sorry. But, oh, that is so flavorful, and healthy doesn't have to be boring, and it doesn't have to be fancy. Beef stir fry. That's what's for dinner tonight. See you tomorrow. Today is day 6 of week 2 of Meals of the Week. Focus on healthier eating. And folks, friends, it has been a rough 2 days, mental health wise. Just a lot. And yeah. So David and I decided to take a little date night, and we went to the Country Farm Center. And I got another case of wide mouth mason jars. Not sure I really needed them for this year, but I was getting a little nervous, and I got them anyway. And oh my gosh, I can't believe what I just paid for them. $28.99, so $29 for a case of 12 wide mouth mason jars. 2 years ago, 3 years ago, those would have been what, $12? And the thrift stores, they want $2 and $3 a piece for them now, so that's no deal either. So anyway, I got them, so I have them. And David got himself a nice new plaid winter coat because his has seen better days. He'll use his just for outdoor stuff. And oh yeah, I got some local honey that was on sale, so that was worth it to get those. So we are stopping. We're gonna have some supper at Tim Hortons, and luckily it's a burrito bowl, so it is healthier for supper. And because I just wasn't in the mood to even make my pizza tonight. And yeah, I don't even think we're gonna have pizza this week at all, honestly. So I just want to say that I am down 4 pounds. Yay! me. So this is working, obviously. I'm not sure what David's down. I don't even know if he's weighed himself yet. But yeah, I weighed myself this morning, and as of since I started, I am down 4 pounds, so I'm pretty happy. So yeah, so I will show you what our meal looks like, but I did not make it, and I feel better. Oh, being out of the house already and just enjoying. It's gorgeous. The trees are starting to change, and it's beautiful here right now. Just gorgeous. We're in for some really bad weather, and we're going apple picking tomorrow, so we're really looking forward to that. So I'm just waiting for David to come out with our deer. I didn't even have it in me today to go into a restaurant. I just don't. I don't want to deal with people, and yeah. So, okay. I'm just waiting for him to come on out with our supper. So here is my chicken cilantro lime bowl. I love these. It's slow roasted chicken. It's got like crunchy rice in it, lots of vegetables, and the cilantro lime dressing is amazing. And David got, what did David get? Oh, he got a sandwich. Okay, so David's having a little bit of carbs, but he's doing really well. I know this has been hard. We also treated ourselves to a small ginger ale today. Oh, I got ginger ale. David got a root beer. So, yeah, like I said, we're not perfect, and going cold turkey was probably unrealistic, thinking we could go 21 days cold turkey, but we're doing better. Every day we do better. We make better decisions every week. So I'm looking forward to planning some meals for next week. So, okay, folks, that ends day 6. We'll see you back here tomorrow for day 7, and who knows what it's going to be, because it's probably going to change 3 times before tomorrow. Day 7 of week 2 of meal planning and trying to eat healthier. And I am so happy to see this weekend. I hope it doesn't get hit in the butt on the way out the door tonight. So we went apple picking today, and we're supposed to get rain for the next 5 days. So we've been doing a bunch of stuff, David especially, outside in participation of all the rain tomorrow. Thank God for meal planning. That being said, what we're going to have tonight is not what we're having, because the meal plan got all messed up. So this is actually, oh wait, this is tomorrow night's meal. So we're having cheese tortellini tonight, and been very super good all day. So I'm looking forward to this. Normally I would have a nice big loaf of garlic bread with cheese on it to go with this, but because we're trying to do lower carb, we're not doing that tonight. First thing I'm going to do is put an apron on, because I have a new t-shirt on. Isn't it cute? I wore it apple picking today. And I swear spaghetti sauce knows when I have new clothes on, and it splatters. So, and yes, the pressure canner is going again. It's just coming down. It's just finishing. So in this pot here, this little pot, I have some jarred spaghetti sauce, not homemade, because I just did not have time today. It's 3 cheese spaghetti sauce. PC Blue Menu is what it's called here. It's one of our favorites. There's no salt added, which is good for me, and no preservatives, no colors, additives. It's just all the good stuff in it, and it's not organic, but it's a heck of a lot cheaper than organic, though I gotta say it's going up like everything else. So yeah, so I would have bought more because it was on sale today, but we literally got the last jar. And in this big pot, I got water boiling. Okay, so this pot is going to come to boil. So this is what we're having tonight. This is the rainbow cheese tortellini that we get from Costco. It is delicious. I like it, and this is enough not only for the 3 of us, my daughter, my husband, and I, to have supper tonight. This will be lunches this week too. So easy peasy supper tonight. And I took it out of the freezer earlier today, and I think they're still a little bit frozen, but not too bad. And this goes. What did I lose? Okay. So those just cook for 7 to 8 minutes. I might cook them a little bit longer where they're still a bit frozen, but I'll test one in a few minutes. And the sauce is all heated up. So it's been almost 8 minutes. I just tested one. It's pretty much perfect. You'll know they're done too, because they'll start floating to the top like this. You can see that. So that lets you know. But we find 8 minutes is perfect. Even though it's still a little bit frozen, 8 minutes was perfect. But, oh, they're so yummy. I tried one to see if it was done. It was so good. All right. So the timer's just about to go off. turn off the, and I will see you when we are plating. Okay, so Grace likes hers without sauce, so hers is done. Probably a little more sauce than we needed, but that's okay. It'll keep it from drying out. And normally I would put parm, but all my parm is frozen in blocks right now. So I'm just going to use some of the mozzarella I have. And there we go. So that ends week 2. I've already got a couple of things planned for tomorrow that I found in the freezer. Some meatballs. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them. I'm thinking sweet and sour maybe. And I found a big thick ham steak from our, was it a quarter pig? Quarter pig that we got back in the beginning of the year. It's really, really thick. I'm going to treat it just like a big ham. And we'll probably have that, I'm thinking tomorrow night, or we might do the meatballs tomorrow night. Anyway, you will see, because I am determined to do this for 21 days. Until then, folks, take care, God bless, and we'll see you all soon.